Quizizz is one of my favorite formative assessment tools that not only is enjoyable for students to participate in, but I believe it also is a great source of formative assessment data. So how do we use it? Well, you head out to quizizz.com. The first Z, it comes after quiz, and then the end is two Z's. And out here, you can either look for quizzes or you can create your own. So if I go to my library, this is where any quizzes I have created go. Otherwise, you can start there to click create. So if you create a quiz, you choose what the quiz name is, and you can pick a subject. Those are based on when I set up my profile, what grade that I taught. Now, I can choose what types of questions that I want. Keep in mind that some questions, like open-ended and poll, are not going to be necessarily assessed, but that allows you to get more information during a quizzes than if it's just purely multiple choice. So if I click on multiple choice, then I can create my questions from here. And then you can choose to, if you want, add any kind of math equations. You can add media like videos and images to this question. And you can choose what the correct answers are. In this case, if you need more than one correct answer, you would want to switch it to a checkbox style question. You can also choose to take standards to this as well. So if you're looking to really drill down into how students are doing on specific standards, you could do that. And you can choose how long students can take to answer the question. When you're ready, you click Save, and you decide to move on to the next one. Fill in the blank allows you to add in what the specific answer is and any alternatives to that answer. Checkbox is similar to multiple choice in that there can be multiple correct answers. Open-ended questions, students can answer however they choose. And the last type of question is a poll question, which is like a survey. So once you have some questions for your quiz, then you can go ahead and finish it. And here are the quiz details. I have to choose the grades. And now I can either assign this or I can play it live in class. Or I can do solo practice if students had the link to it this way. So to look at this, I'm going to play it through the solo practice link. And out here, I can just click start. And now it'll launch the quiz for me. And this is really what students are going to look at when they play as well. Tell me if I'm correct. Get a little meme after each one. And that is how it goes. And then as the teacher, you'll get a dashboard similar to this where you can review the questions and see how they did. You get some other good information as well. So if we were to play this live, you can launch a few different ways: Team, Classic, and Test. In the Classic mode, you can actually assign to a Google Classroom, and it'll post the link in there for you. And then the Advanced settings, you can choose how many times students can take it. Choose what types of names they can use. Do they see correct answers after each question? Do they see the answers at the end of the game? Do they get power-ups during the game? Is there a timer for each question that they see? Can they see the leaderboard? Are you going to shuffle the questions? Are there redemption questions for them to get ones right they got wrong? And do they see the memes after each one? So I usually change some of these, like I don't have redemption questions and I don't have power-ups. But I usually keep a lot of the rest of these when I run a game. And when you run it, students need to enter a code at this website, joinmyquiz.com, to be able to play. And then once you get your kids in, you can click Start as the teacher. And then here's your dashboard of the leaderboard and an overall view of the accuracy of the questions. So once all the students answer all the questions, then the game concludes. And then as a teacher, you get these great pieces of information. So you get an overview of how they did. Note with the written answer questions, it just marks them as correct. So if you are going to do written answers, I don't think Quizizz is the best place for that, but I did want to show you how that worked in case you were curious. Your quiz highlights are on top. So you get your class accuracy, what the toughest question was. And then you can click on that to get more information, what the longest question was, and what an interesting fact about the quiz. And then down here, underneath questions, this is an item analysis. You can look through and see how each question played out. So it's a great way to organize and review things that students struggled with more. And that's pretty much it. There's obviously the assigning to classroom part of it. There's the assign as homework, which runs kind of similar to this in that you just give a link and the students can take it self-paced.